Welcome back to Raven Willow Farmstead. So, remember when we said that we were desiring something bigger, a new opportunity, new adventure? Well, I think we found it.
Yeah, we sold our house and we're moving.
We found an opportunity that we just couldn't pass up.
We've been dreaming about developing our own homestead and getting back to our roots. Rob and I both grew up in a farming background. I was raised on a goat farm of over 100 goats. I remember helping my dad deliver the babies and running through the pastures and climbing fences barefoot. My love of gardening began with helping my grandpa, and he taught me how to plant carrots and how to dig to harvest potatoes.
While still going to school, I would raise up to 150 chickens, 75 turkeys, and a couple of head of cattle every year. At the same time, my mom and my grandmother would be growing quite a large garden, and I can remember us sitting and shelling peas and husking corn right into the night. And there were so many good memories, but as a kid, you couldn't wait to get off the farm. And now, years later, it's all we want to do. And now the fun begins. Who doesn't love moving? Packing, unpacking, all the coordinating of the delivery service. We had a long way to go and a lot of things to get there.
And I wanted to pack up a bunch of my plants to take with me, so I harvested some canes from the raspberries and some runners from the strawberries to take to the new property.
There was going to be a serious period of transition where we couldn't get to a lot of our stuff. So there was a lot of segregating what we needed and what we could wait for.
Anything that we needed immediately was going into the truck and into the camper, and everything else could go into storage.
Essentially, we were planning on living in this trailer for a couple of months before we could get set up. So we were in for a lot of adjusting when it comes to day-to-day living.
And even just planning for the animals, how they're going to live in the trailer with us, and the cats need a litter box, and where are we going to store their food, and all these different factors had to play in.
And as stressful as it was for us, it was also going to be very stressful for them. So we needed all the help we could get to get them there safely and comfortably.
It was really bittersweet to do this final walkthrough. We loved living in it, and we loved having family nearby, and the friendships we'd built over the years.
We loved our jobs. And quite frankly, we were afraid. We didn't know what was going to happen in this move. We'd never been there before. But as my dad used to say, quoting John Wayne, courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway.
There he is. I'm getting ready to go. Almost ready to go home? Hey, Boba. Oh, the cat.
When I came in here, she knocked it off the seat. She was upside down on the floor.
Oh no.
You and your girlfriend.
Welcome to Saskatchewan. Goodbye, Alberta.
Happiest little guy ever, aren't you, Ringer?
lovely. What did Dad give you? It's like a cod skin. Now the place is gonna smell like fish. Hey? First pea stop down. Yeah. Good boy.
Slow but steady, we made our way across the rest of Alberta and all the way to the other side of Regina, stopping every couple of hours for the animals and ourselves, quick potty break and get the cats to their litter boxes, make sure they've got access to water, and that everybody can kind of stretch their legs. But eventually we made it to Echo Valley Provincial Park, and we set up shop there. It was quite a nice little park out in the middle of nowhere. It was quiet. There was decent bathroom facilities. It was a great place for everybody to kind of just de-stress after that long trip.
Day 1 mostly ran smoothly, except for Loki. She ended up having some car sickness, which we were prepared for to deal with. But yeah, she definitely made it known that she was not happy, but she really enjoyed being out on the walks.
Yeah, she was definitely very happy to get out of the vehicles and roll in the dirt. But everybody here was pretty happy to settle down for the night.
Well, we're on our way. Day 2. We're leaving Echo Valley Provincial Park. We're heading on to Manitoba, and tonight we'll be staying in, it's called Pye's Landing. It's a campground just on the other side of the border into Ontario. But, yeah, day 1 was a bit rough. All the just mechanics of it, packing, and trying to figure out the trailer situation, the animals. Not very much to see except for fields, but
Yeah, we got an extra hour.
still more prepared than last night. Home sweet home. campsite was a little bit difficult to find, but we finally got set up at Pye's Landing, all comfy for the night. Animals were taken care of, and we got to bed early. Smile, Rob. You're actually happy. Don't be.
Yes, I'm just tired.
I know. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. It's been a long 2 days.
Got the bug zapper out.
I was hoping to get here around 5:30, not at 8 o'clock.
Oh, look at those happy campers. Ringer's so chill.
Storm's gonna drive me crazy.
I said make
She's so
make
backwards
them
about being
like a
forwards.
grill.
Welcome back to the channel as we drive across Canada on our pursuit to our new property. This episode is days 3, 4, and 5 as we drive across Ontario, as it takes 3 days to get across Ontario, but there's a lot of great views along the way.
It's a family walk. Oh, she's so happy. It's beautiful.
I want her to be like, nope, and make the slip.
Look at her tail. He would not want to come on this adventure. Come on. Come put your feet in the water. It's okay. You only visit Lake Superior. I don't know. We've never, so say once or twice in a lifetime.
I think we'll be coming back here.
Oh, that one was a big wave. What were you saying? It's not that cold?
It's cold, but it's not like freezing cold.
At sunrise.
A little over halfway there, Ontario takes forever to get across, almost like 3 days. But there was no shortage of sights and experiences and great places to stay.
She's gonna get covered in dirt.
Callie, I know you want to dig.
It was important to us at each campground to find a place that the dogs could get out and run and play and have a little fun after being cooped up in the vehicles all day.
And what better place than a waterfall to refresh us? So we hiked back to our site and got tucked in for the night, ready for the next day of driving.
I think my favorite part about having a trailer, especially while driving, is that I can just stop at the end of the day and crash and sleep. Definitely my favorite time.
So day 5, we continued onward. We packed up the trailer and the animals, and we set off to the next campsite.
As the trip progressed, we planned it out so that the days got a little bit shorter as we got closer to our destination, getting the heavy load done early and leaving a little bit of time for exploration, like this mama bear and her cub that we came across.
On day 5, we drove 6 hours to the Fitzroy Provincial Park, Two Rivers Campground. We set up our camp and then were able to have some time to reflect on the trip so far. We've gotten through how many days? 5 days? 6 days?
We left on Tuesday and Saturday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So 5 days without any problems.
Does it feel like it's been 5 days though?
In some ways, yes.
The driving part.
Yeah. Today's been my best driving day, I would say. It didn't feel as painful.
We'll get up earlier tomorrow.
We say that.
Well, no, this morning I was sleeping.
This morning we needed the sleep.
And believe it or not, psychologically, we're fine with the time, but we are kind of jet lagged.
Yeah, we're ahead. Maybe
At least 2 hours.
that's why I found it hard to sleep the first couple nights. No wonder it was so hard to get up. Setting an alarm for 2 in the morning.
You gotta get to bed faster. You start getting all antsy and anxiety and start freaking out about everything, and I'm lying in bed and I'm just like, shut off.
You can
Go
just
to bed.
crawl into there
Mm-hmm.
like a little pig in the mud sty.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff everywhere. There's stuff on your bed. You're just gonna roll into it. The place is so disorganized and cluttered, and I feel like everything has to be kind of like put away and organized in order for me to fall asleep. Because it's such a small space. I don't like tripping on stuff.
Because I'm in the bed. Whole freaking camper is just rocking because Caitlyn is just and like 50 questions.
My clothes are done.
You have to open the top, pull on the corners so there's nothing getting caught, and then you have to put it in. And you're supposed to put the butter in first.
I did put the butter in first.
At least you got that right. I know how to make mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Here,
That's fine.
just go ahead and dish yourself.
Whoa, buddy. What was your favorite day so far?
Favorite campsite was Rainbow Falls by far. Probably the day that we were driving into Ontario.
That was such a pretty drive, but it was so long. I think that was my favorite campsite too, just because you could fall asleep listening to the waves.
I slept so hard that night. I was out like a light and I didn't wake up till the alarm went off. Loki was actively like pushing under my blanket, like on my arm, to get under the blanket, and then once she did, then she crawled all the way down my side and curled up between like my feet at the end, under the blanket.
She likes to do that. We haven't really had any problems with navigation.
Pies. That was a terrible campsite.
Prize Landing.
The showers were good.
It's designed for large pull-through rigs because it would be very hard to get one of those giant rigs in here. these narrow little roadways. Day one, we were so excited to get on the road. The drive through Saskatchewan was really long and boring and smoky and dusty.
I'm glad it was the first day though. I liked Saskatchewan because I love prairies and that sort of thing. I love the big open sky and the big machinery and the golden fields and stuff. It was really smoky.
My allergies were just like off the charts. After Manitoba, that's when things settled down. What's been the most challenging thing for you so far?
Mental thing of trying to comprehend that we just sold our house, moved away from the home we've had for the last 10 years, the province, all our friends, 2 amazing jobs. Maybe the biggest thing was just making sure that this camper stays in one piece while we're driving.
I'd say the cats, like the animal management, has been very much a challenge.
Oh, Loki. She's been adapting. I think it's like the animals. I think every time we stop, they think, okay, this is home now. And then we do it all over again.
Tricked you. Not home yet.
Next campsite. Oh, okay, this is home now. Nope.
I'm very surprised at how good Rengar has done.
He's done like the best out of all.
He has been so chill. Look at him even now. He's just like chilling there.
It's been like Rengar, Fen, Callie, Loki.
Yeah, Loki's been the worst.
She's the one that we thought would be like totally cool with it.
She just wants to explore everything.
She hates being cooped up in that cat cage.
Yeah, the animal management, the tight quarters inside, figuring out the bed situations has been a struggle for myself with back and neck problems. But that memory foam mattress really helped that we picked up. That has been a game changer. And each day we get better and better at our general duties of like what does we do first and getting the cats ready and the dogs more efficient. Let's do a quick little tour while it's still light enough out. So inside we have the first bed, which is like a table dinette. Don't mind, this is really rough from driving. But this is where I sleep because Rob can't stretch out. Got this really nice like comfort mattress to put on top. That's worked out really good. The cats love to sleep on that little ledge right up there. All these windows open, it's really nice and cool at night. Extra blankets and towels. Nothing's really organized yet because we have nowhere to put anything. Basically anything that we needed within the first 2 weeks of moving to our new property came with us in here. Everything else went on the truck. Got our little fridge. When we get to the property, we'll set it up on the propane. Coffee and drinks, all the spices and oils, anything you could need for cooking. And this is kind of the catch-all. This is the bench that turns into a bed. That's the long bed where Rob's sleeping with Fen. We have to make sure it's all cleared off every night, basically. Got all of our dog supplies here by the front door. Leashes and tie-ups and harnesses. And then painted that actually before we left. All our clothes. And the non-functional bathroom. It's really just for storage. This is where we have to maneuver the cat litter box, which is kind of sucky, but at the same time we have to transport our animals and our cats need a litter box, so. And we just clean the litter box every single day. When we're on the road and we do animal checks every couple hours for driving, then we will put them into the trailer with their water and litter box, and they're fine.
We continue our move across Canada and explore a few interesting destinations along the way. So one of the only cities in Canada that we opted to detour through was Ottawa, the capital of Canada. We wanted to see all the big Gothic buildings and where all the craziness happens in the country.
While we navigated the city, I took the lead as Rob was pretty worried about his trailer getting through some of these narrow streets.
It was a tight fit, but we got the job done. Our one advantage is we got there super early in the morning, so the streets were pretty quiet.
So we happily left Ottawa and headed east. Our campground tonight is in Quebec at the Rivière du Loup, right on the St. Lawrence River.
It was a nice little campground, lots of green space and a glorious view of the St. Lawrence River. Great gentleman to the one side of us. I wanted to compliment him on his little camper that he had. And we had a great conversation in French, except I can't speak any French, but he was happy to tell me all about it in French. It was great.
Love this little city.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Route Fraser, Route 132 West.
So cool. Oh, look at the river. After driving all day, it was really nice to go for dinner, and then we explored the city a little bit, went down to the St. Lawrence River to the beach, and just had some fun. He's like, no, I don't want to.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. It's like I can't see the bottle. Come on. Let's go.
Forecast is foggy. I think so.
Thanks, babe, for that amazing weather update. Well, we're getting very close to our final destination. We've been very tired from the driving thus far, but the journey has been amazing. We've done a lot of traveling to different countries and stuff, but we've never actually traveled our own country. So driving across Canada was a huge milestone / bucket list item for us. And with that goal soon to be completed, we were excited to make this province our new home.
We made it to New Brunswick. Ooh. We have to stop. Oh, Rob, we have to stop.
I can't stop.
While Caitlyn almost drove off the bridge for the waterfall, we'd have to mark Grand Falls and come back in the summer. In the meantime, I was on a mission, and I wanted to get to our destination.
One of our first impressions of New Brunswick was just in awe of how green it was and how beautiful. All the waterscapes. Like, we both grew up in the Okanagan where there was lakes and beauty everywhere. But just being by the ocean had a different feel, a different smell, and it was so beautiful.
And yeah, I can second that. My favorite seasons are spring and summer because of just how green and lush it is. And New Brunswick has that in spades. Vast forests, oceans, lakes, rivers, everything you could ask for. It was here.
An interesting fact we learned about New Brunswick is that it is the only official province to be bilingual. So while at times I feel like I can barely speak English, a lot of people in New Brunswick can speak fluently in both French and English.
Je suppose qu'il est temps d'apprendre le français.
Je sais pas quand est temps d'apprendre le français.
Wow, okay, I guess it's time to learn some French, is what he was
Yeah.
trying to say.
Very hilly here, and even a little mountainous.
It's so green. All those mountains in the background you can see over the hill.
Yeah.
I wonder how far in the Appalachian Mountains go.
Well, up here, there's an Appalachian Trail. Riding around on his long tractor down the road.
Oh,
This Jim's coming. What?
I said, do you know where it is?
Yeah, it should be up ahead. This is probably our property right here.
Oh, it's dense.
Yeah.
So thick.
It,
Oh my goodness. This is the driveway. This is home. Oh, there's still a camper in there.
thought he said he cleaned it up quite a bit. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Okay. Well. We got our work cut out for us. At least there's a nice little shed there.
Well, I found a shovel.
Oh, perfect. There's a big apple tree over there. I can't wait to get in there.
Another shovel.
This is our before. What we were left with on the property here. There's a little shed. This is our little trailer that we have renovated and we've got it set up for us. 2 trampolines over there we got to get rid of. And the dogs are so happy. After driving 7 days and over 4,300 kilometers, we finally made it to our property. We set up camp, and now the real work begins.